It's cold out here. Last night we went to grab some dinner before everywhere was closed, and we did not get to sorting all of this lumber. We ran out of stickers. We still have to push the firewood to the end of the property, so this morning Jesse's gonna go ahead and make us some stickers. We're gonna get the rest of this lumber stacked. We're gonna get the firewood pushed out of the way, and then hopefully we're gonna go meet someone to bring us a bunch of logs. The workshop is less than 2 weeks away.
Yeah, we're inside of 2 weeks right now.
What's really awesome is Shelter, as we speak, is doing their post and beam class. So it's kind of fun following their Facebook page and seeing. I totally just spit on the camera. I don't know if you guys can see the little watermark.
It's okay. Just wipe it off your face. It happens to me all the time.
Okay, well, my hands are full, so sorry. Pat is pretty much going to raise the frame on Friday and leave for our place on Saturday, which is insane.
Do it again, yeah.
I don't even know.
Pat,
that's pretty good, Pat.
Pat, you haven't lost your charm, buddy. Yeah.
So that said, we got to get to work because people are coming.
Yeah. The thicknesses have to stay the same, right?
Yeah.
So you need to cut these and keep them all together, yada, yada, yada.
Okay.
If you look here, there's two that are this thickness, one super thick one, and then two thin ones.
Okay, so 3 piles.
So yeah, you're gonna have two of the same, and one that's different.
Are you gonna do these ones so you can get back to
I'm
work?
just doing the test. So
okay.
If you put this at the end of this right
okay,
here,
that's good.
It's solid. What we'll do is we'll paint the ends of these when you're all done with
them. Okay.
And then I'll grab a couple of different colors of paint.
Leaving little breadcrumbs everywhere I go.
Lost your cowboy touch.
That was my dream, was like horseback aerobics.
Oh yeah?
So much fun. Like I wanted to do handstands on galloping horses.
Right, makes sense. It's 4 yards of firewood.
Just like that, literally the second we're done, the truck driver called and he's ready for us to go meet him at the logging site. So here we go. Alyssa forgot that there's one more thing to do. Want me to put the grapple back on? These we're not gonna get any timbers out of, so we're not gonna bother because we don't have the time. Don't put it too close, then I can't get the grapple out. That's good. Backhoe's swinging its ponytail. Oh yeah, you're so cool, backhoe.
We'll take off. Should take us a few minutes to get ready for him. We need to move the trailer and
okay.
the car.
He might be a little bit behind us too, so
maybe he'll have to go through the
we're out of generator fuel of all sorts, so those are loaded.
Okay, sounds good. Do you have a tape by chance? Right? Me neither.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. The only thing we have that has any dimension whatsoever is this 8-foot board. There's the first one. We're having Roy set aside the ones that we're not going to take this time around. Jesse says this one's good. Has a huge bend in the middle of it. Is this our tie beam? Top plate.
Yeah, tie beam.
Nice.
That's all going to be rafters. There's no tie beam.
Gotta get our Instagram photo. Are you feeling nervous, or do you think we got this?
I don't know. That whole half the deck's crooked. This is crooked. I need to keep milling's what I need to keep doing, and not fussing around. This thing's crooked. I mean, there's not even hardly an 18-footer in that. It's got so much crook in it right here. I mean, I don't think I could get a 6x12 out of that. We're in bad shape right now. There's not even enough wood in there for rafters. We'll take it. See if we can get some rafters out of it. It's gonna be some expensive rafters right there. I was hoping these logs would be straighter. It's got very little taper in it, which is its only saving grace. I think I can get like a 17-footer out of it. Yeah, let's take it. Yeah, so a couple logs. They're probably about 1 ton a piece, aren't they?
Usually about 3.
Oh, so probably 4 logs. This one's way borderline, because it's got a big dip.
Why are you laughing?
Because every one of these trees goes in. I guess we could get floor joists out of some of this stuff. If we don't have a full load, that's what we'll do. What we need to do is when he unloads this, he needs to put these logs over here and these logs over here so I can get to them big ones quick and start working on
that's
them, you know?
wise. Huh.
It'll be easier when I got my framing square and my tape measure. I can look at these, so might as well take the biggest logs we can, and either we'll have a crap ton of firewood like you've never seen before, or, you know.
That'll do her. Back to the property. Did you grab my coffee?
It's in the truck there.
Okay. All right, go time. Crap. Stuff's flying. Wow. I have no idea what just went flying through the air, but we almost lost our outhouse. Okay. Yep. Good. pinched. Good.
I could have not told you for a little longer, and then you found out what we did. Wanted to put the big logs close to the mill. Smaller logs over there.
What a day, huh? I didn't realize it was gonna be eventful in like a million ways.
We have a day around here that's not eventful.
Got a storm rolling in. Wow. I think we had more logs delivered last time. What do you think? Or bigger?
I'm pretty sure there's 17 logs here, but they're small.
Last one. Time to pay the man and then milling.
Time to lighten our wallet and make more sawdust.
Here's an anti-stress hug if you're still huggable.
Pretty stressed out right now. I wish this was under different conditions, but I don't know. We're learning a lot. We're meeting a lot of people and we're learning a lot. So
Learning a lot.
I'm thankful that we're documenting all this stuff because nobody would believe us if we told them.
Yeah.
Nobody would believe us if we told them all this crazy stuff's happening. Nobody else would believe us if that outhouse blows off the side of the hill.
I know, right?
That's all over the highway.
In all honesty,
Who do you call?
I think I'll ratchet strap the door closed. I don't know if we should move it or not.
I don't know. Who do you call when there's poop in the highway? So our tarp on top of the house that we just put there just ripped from a gust of wind that got underneath of it. Tore a bunch of the screws out. So we're gonna try to throw some lumber up there. I don't know if the wind will beat us or what. I think we're forecast to get 50+ mph winds in the next hour or two. We've got a pretty violent weather system coming in. Clear! Not working? Yeah, if that board comes off there, it's gonna hit the car. So get that board away from the edge. The company that we're using for the tents for the workshop said, oh yeah, we got stakes and goods and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's cute. I don't think people understand. There's two things people don't understand about this property. One, it's hot. We get people come by all the time. They're like, man, it's hot here. Really? No kidding. Pretty sure we said that for like 60 consecutive videos. The other thing is the wind. The wind here is violent. It's not breezy. It's not continuous. It is like rips through, destroys everything, and then it's calm for 20 minutes. Right now we got a storm blowing in. Wow, those clouds are ripping. So instead of milling, we're gonna spend an hour keeping the wind from destroying our tarp. All.
What? Wow. Wow. go the 2x4s. This chair's gonna get flipped off too. Think I'm ready.
Okay. Too bad we don't own a kite. Man.
Oh my god.
You can fly a kite like nobody.
What on earth? What went flying? I saw black plastic like 100 feet in the air. This is not fun. There were rocks on this, there are no longer. Wow. It might swing, but you have a good grip. Too much? It's pretty heavy. Try that. Like bad broke, like we need someone to weld it together.
Oh. Yeah, I should have caught that a long time ago. The log's trying to
Something,
me.
yes, I don't know. I hear creaking.
It's fine.
Okay.
I heard this snap a
Did
long
you really?
time ago, and that's why I said to you, is everything okay? And you're like, yeah.
Okay,
Everything's not okay.
Sorry, don't blame it on me.
I'm not blaming you. I'm saying something happened
Okay.
a long time ago. What's going on?
So, try to find someone to weld this?
I don't think it can be welded. I mean, it's a one-piece deal, so we gotta buy
screwed.
another one.
Oh, face sucks, you know that? My lens isn't zooming well, it's so filthy. Wow, I just cleaned the dust off the lens and you can really see a difference. Jesse is off to see if we can get that repaired today. Really, really sucks. But hopefully doesn't mean we have too much downtime. My excitement for filming is starting to wane, but it's times like this that we're always happy that we continue. So while Jesse's gone, we really haven't talked about planing much yet because I've just been spending too much time thinking and I wasn't really ready to share anything. These two are fully planed, not maned, except they were milled very closely to dimension. So a lot of spots like this, I didn't plane because this is already to dimension and planing it would make it too thin. And we really want a full dimension or slightly over. That's okay. I mean, it's a little bit of a boo-boo, but we don't mind. This timber frame is not gonna be perfect and we're okay with that. So these, Jesse overmilled by I think 1/4 of an inch. And it's my theory that that's actually gonna take less time to plane because I don't need to be so picky about how much I take off. I should be able to start with taking an entire 1/16 off. So it might make for a more even plane. So let's see if I can get one full beam done or post or whatever the heck this is by the time Jesse gets back. So basically my strategy so far, whether or not it's the best or the right strategy, is to measure at the end, the middle, and the other end and see where I'm at, because oftentimes it's just a little bit different, so that's good to know. Make sure I'm not measuring at the thick end. So 8 and 8. Oh wow, we're already under 8 inches. See, that's good to know. We're already under 8 inches here, so don't plane that anymore. And this is a little over 8. So what we want to figure out is where can I start taking off again? So if that is 8 inches, that's 8 inches. That's about 8 there. So it's about right here. Mark that with a little bit of sawdust. What a screw. I'm actually pretty happy with my first pass on this, so although it's not perfect, I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over and plane the other side, and then I can decide which end I want to take more off of to get to dimension. I took a lot less off this time, probably between a 16th and a 32nd, and you can see that the first pass wasn't very good. I have a lot of rough spots like this, which probably means that they're low spots. So I guess that's all I'm gonna share right now. I'm gonna work a little bit, but that's kind of my strategy here, is take a little off each side, see where you're at, and then decide where you need or want to take width off. What's the word, Jesse? No luck? Too far gone?
Well, the real problem is that these guys don't have time.
Yep.
So they're busy. They don't have the staff for last minute repairs.
Yep.
It's not worth a week wait for this, so I overnighted a new one. I'm pretty confident I know how we broke it.
How?
And I know how to avoid that in the future. I'll show you.
Okay.
When you lift these logs, these tongs sometimes like to get bit like this.
Yeah. Oh, so it torques it or whatever.
And if I'm lifting like this, it literally wants to snap in half that way. So when you're lifting, you have to lift. When you're lifting, you have to be square to the log.
Yep.
Anyway, I think what we could do is a couple of things. One, we can use the tongs to lift this and loop the chain underneath of it.
Yep.
And then I'll lift that in and loop the chain underneath it, and we'll lift it with the chain. So I think that'll work for now. We could probably lift it with the tongs, but I'd really rather not drop it on the sawmill and break the sawmill, because that's way more expensive.
Yeah. On that note, I'm gonna put the camera down. It's raining. I'm gonna get a raincoat and let's try to get some work done.
It's gonna be like this for a week. I looked at the forecast.
Oh, yeah.
I looked at the satellite, and it looks like this might have been a spin-off of like a typhoon or something, because there's literally like this huge arc of rain and wind, like massive, and it warmed up like 20 degrees since this morning, so get used to it.
I don't know how well you could see me, but for the past couple of hours, haven't filmed much, let's just say. I was hating life. Finally, the wind died down. We got a bunch of rain through here, and now the temperature is warmed up. We have a nice cloud covering. It's dead still. It's not raining. We were able to get one of the really huge logs up on the mill with use of the broken grapple and a chain. And I believe Jesse is gonna get, it's either a 21 or 22 foot 8x15, which is 25% of the really challenging timber, so that's going well. I've been hitting my head against the wall with planing. I think for me, I always get frustrated when I don't know if it's Alyssa's fault or the tool's fault, and our research concludes, actually this is just a theory, that the planer actually planes at an angle. I believe over like a 8-inch timber, there's a 1/32 difference from one side to the other. The short width, not the long width. So that doesn't seem like much, and it isn't much. But if you do multiple passes, suddenly you find yourself like an 1/8 short, so your whole timber is tilted like this. Really annoying. We changed the blades. Actually, we just flipped the blades around because there's 2 sides to each blade. And I'm happy to say that it's planing a lot smoother now. And just to do a little case study, we planed the other direction to see if it took some material off of the high side, which it did. So, I don't know, maybe we're crazy, maybe it's Alyssa's fault, maybe I'm doing weird things with my weight. Oh, the other thing we did is I'm planing outside now because the sawhorses inside are just way too tall for me. So now I'm able to kind of get my weight over the planer and really apply even downward pressure, and it's still planing at an angle. So very disappointing. In any case, all we care about is can we get our timbers planed. So my new theory is to plane this way and then plane that way and this way and that way, and in theory that should keep the surface smooth. So we're gonna get just a little bit more work in tonight. We haven't eaten yet. I haven't had time to make dinner today. That was my plan. I was hoping I could make a really huge bowl of soup so that we could, you know, eat it over the next few nights, because at the end of the night, energy is low to cook and we want food immediately, so we end up going out to eat. Except in the end, that's usually an hour and a half of our time or so, and we really don't have energy to work when we're done, so I don't know. Let's see what we can get done tonight though. Okay, another problem. So the first pass, it seemed that this blade was doing pretty well, but on the second pass, I'm not sure if you can see this raised bump here. You can sort of see it, follow this line down. There's a little nick in the blade, and I'm guessing that's why that side of the blade is not being used. So that's not gonna work. I mean, it could be all artistic and stuff. The seller of this planer did send us some new blades, so I think we're gonna go ahead and get those installed. Or at least get the old blade turned around, because maybe they weren't so bad after all. Hey Jesse, yeah? Do you know where the new blades are? We got the blades switched out. We found a new pair of blades, so we can rule that out. Not sure on getting it to cut evenly. Definitely beyond the scope of my mind right now how to even figure that out, because when I look, it looks even, and it doesn't need to be out much to cut a 30-second difference on one side. So I don't know. I think we're gonna wrap this video up for today. I don't know what we're doing tonight, if we're gonna work a little bit more or go get food or what. We'll check in with you guys tomorrow.
That post is not.
You're right.
So
it's way better than the summers, but
you need to be working down where this post is, not up here on